All right, in our series, A More Perfect Union, we aim to show that what unites us as Americans is far greater than what divides us. And this morning, how art is creating new connections. Los Angeles-based graphic designer, mural artist, and university instructor Eric Yuccas has found a way to combine his passion for street art with the Black Lives Matter movement. Yuccas, who is white, teamed up with a young artist who's black, and together they've created a new mural with a powerful message. Jamie Yuccas saw firsthand how the art is building bridges.
At the entrance to a downtown Los Angeles bar, Eric Yuccas is starting a new mural. As an artist, he felt compelled to create conversation by reflecting the pain and unrest set off by the police killings of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and countless others.
It seems that white people are waking up to the fact that they play a role in this.
Yeah, it's a 400-year-old problem, and I hope that the attention span is there to keep the momentum going as it gets more and more uncomfortable.
Is that part of what this mural is?
Yeah, the marchers are super important and super vibrant. And then what are the next steps to really affect change? And that's voting.
An art lecturer at USC, Yuccas' murals cover walls from the West Coast to the East. His designs appear on canvas, even wine bottles. But it's visual art in public places that most excites him.
It's about spontaneity and it's about surprise. Creativity is taking an idea that's in your head and making it into a thing that affects change in the world. I wrestle with the meaning of everything. It's sort of the burden of what artists do, I think.
As the protests against police grew louder and angrier, people who follow Yuccas' work began reaching out to ask if he still had the Resist Hate posters he'd created immediately after the divisive 2016 presidential election.
Red is the color of impact, the color of anger, the color of fire.
He now sells the posters to raise money for the Black Lives Matter movement, modifying the message, silence equals violence. Earlier this year, Yuccas was asked to paint a mural at Safe Place for Youth in Venice, California, an organization that helps find solutions for young people living on the streets. That's where he met 25-year-old Harry Robinson, who had been homeless.
I cried myself to sleep a lot of times. I just didn't know why I wasn't working and why I had to go through it, why I had to be hungry, and I just had to really learn and appreciate stuff, little things in life.
Robinson came to Southern California to escape a rough life in Indiana.
All the friends that I grew up with, as we got older, they kind of just chose the wrong paths, and I feel like I was becoming a part of that. A lot of people were just dying at an early age in my school, everywhere. I didn't want to die without trying to chase my dreams, I guess.
Robinson's #1 dream? To paint a mural. Yuccas made that come true. Robinson connects with its message as an aspiring artist and musician.
Leave me alone, I'm in my zone.
Is that an important piece right now as a partnership, like the two of you, that you can show people that the differences aren't really that great between a white guy and a black guy?
I haven't thought about that.
Have you thought about that?
No, not too much. I could just tell we both come from two different worlds, and it's kind of lit that we could come together and make something dope.
Their masterpiece, a cry to protect people of color from police. Yuccas is adding a new name to his mural. His great-grandmother, Henrietta Nectar, a black woman from the Caribbean. Her father was an escaped slave. Race was always part of the family conversation.
I was raised with a grandmother who talked about bricks coming through the windows in the 1930s and having bonfires built on their lawn, and stories of my grandfather straightening his hair and trying to pass for white in 1930s, 40s New York City. I'm always reluctant to talk about it because I'm still white and I still had white privilege. I have no experience of being black.
But I think that's an important part of the conversation now, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it, is figuring out what those conversations are as part of the challenge.
The hope is each stroke on this wall could change people's perceptions, and that just might change the world by getting people to vote. For CBS This Morning, Jamie Yuccas, Los Angeles.
Bravo, Jamie. I think Harry said it best, guys, when he said it's kind of lit that we could come together and create something dope. The two of them clearly are on the same page when it comes to art. It's such a unifier and such a healer. Really nice.
Yeah. And Gail, coming together and creating something dope is a pretty good definition of an election, so people should vote.